Hello yogis, welcome to your video yoga session. I'm going to do a stretch class today and it's going to be suitable for all of your members of the family. It will be a gentle class. You can use this practice prior to any yoga practice, or you can just use it for your daily stretch. So we're going to start off in Dandasana. So the legs are long in front of you, toes are up, shoulders down, hands down by the side of the buttocks. We want the spine to be straight and we want the legs to be straight. So push the heels forward, toes pointing to the ceiling, and you'll start to feel these quadriceps just engaging a little bit, which is what we want. Draw your navel into your spine. And check out whether your spine is straight. You may be rolling a little bit like this, so if that's happening, bring your fingertips behind you, point them to the back of the mat, and then notice how this will lengthen the spine. We want nice long legs, long spines in our Dandasana. So it's a natural yoga posture. If your back is straight with your hands here, that's absolutely wonderful too. So just check out straight legs, straight spine, for Dandasana. We will return to this posture throughout this floor sequence. So now bring your fingertips behind you, put them to your buttocks, take your chin to your chest and point your toes away. Bend your elbows. On the inhale, draw the toes in, lift up the heart, and if it feels appropriate, let the head roll back to look up to the ceiling. On the exhale, bend the elbows, chin to chest, point the toes away. Inhale is the rising. Exhale, bend the elbows, chin to chest, toes point away. Two more. Inhale, lift. Toes draw in, head lifts up. Exhale, bend elbows, chin to chest. Last one. Inhale, lifting. You feel the back bend and opening of the chest. Exhale. And then we return to that Dandasana. Settling in your Dandasana, toes are up. Arms are up. Take an inhale here and an exhale. So really working with some nice strong arm movements here. Feel the weight of your arms. Palms are facing to the ceiling. Easy breathing. And then we take the flow. So inhale, rising up. Point the toes away. Exhale, we lengthen. So you want to keep looking at the hands. We're working into the spine. We're really elongating the spine. We're not rounding the back. Inhale is the lift. Exhale, release. Toes are up, arms are up. Take an inhale and exhale. Release the shoulders down. Inhale is the lift. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Toes are up. Inhale. And exhale. Soften the shoulders. Inhale is the lift. Exhale, we lengthen, pointing the toes away. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release. Toes are up. Arms are up. Exhale here. This is the last one. And then it will change. Inhale is the rising. Exhale is the lengthening. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. And return to your Dandasana, wherever the hands need to be for the spine to be straight, the legs to be straight, Dandasana. And then we're just going to take the feet in, draw the soles of the feet together and grab hold of the ankles. Don't worry where your knees are, they may be low, they may be high, doesn't matter. It's your anatomical shape, bone structure which will determine this. Either stay here, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, hands to the earth, pick up the buttocks, draw them to the heels, and then grab hold of the toes. So wherever you are, you're going to lengthen up through the spine again. We're into the hips now, and the groin area. Nice, easy breathing. You work your straight spine. And really taking the gaze inside the body, and noticing all of the postures. Same flow with the arms, so inhale up, and take an exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale the arms up, exhale we lengthen. Again, looking forward, back is straight. We're not rounding the back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release. This is the last one. Inhale. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Gazing at the fingertips. Inhale, lift you up. And exhale, release down. Draw the knees together. Long legs. Returning to your Dandasana, wherever your hands need to be for your Dandasana. Moving into the inner thighs now. So open the legs nice and wide as you want them to be. Settle down on your mat, toes are up, arms are up. Take an inhale and an exhale. Keep the toes up, keep the arms up. Engage the core, inhale, lift up. Pointing the toes, exhale, lengthen. Again, we look at the fingers. You should be feeling this now in your inner thighs. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release. Toes are up, arms are up. Take an inhale and an exhale. Draw the navel softly in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Toes are up. Arms are up. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale lifts you up. Pointing the toes, exhale. Feel the inner thighs. Really working into the groin and the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release down. Bringing yourself back to your Dandasana. Find your Dandasanas. Bring your feet flat to the mat and give yourself a nice warm hug. Bring your hands behind you, feet are flat, knees are separated, leaving your buttocks on the mat. Inhale, lift up, and the back bend. On the exhale, come back to neutral. Option 2 is lift up the buttocks, look at the knees, let them travel forward, working to the shoulders. We're gazing forward and the knees are traveling forward. Buttocks are squeezing, navel drawing softly in, and exhale, release. So remember, you can keep the buttocks on the mat for those who are new to the practice or shoulder issues. But just take a nice beautiful flow into the spine. It will still be working the arms and the shoulders. You can lift the buttocks up, gazing forward, and exhale, release. Final option is long legs. Wait until the toes approach the mat before we let the head roll back. Inhaling, lifting up, engaging the core, drawing the toes down to the mat, and on the exhale, release the head. And now lift up your hips a little bit higher. This is the option 3, so it's quite challenging. Nice, easy breathing. And you're not doing this option if you have shoulder issues. And then bring your buttocks down to the mat. And return to that Dandasana. So finding your Dandasana. So we're going to come into all fours and continue to work into the spine a little bit. So hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Check that they are. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whichever you feel is appropriate. Slight engagement of the core. Inhale, rising up, buttocks up, gaze up, find the back bend. On the exhale, rounding the back, engaging the abdominals, look at the navel. So continuing your flow. Nice, easy breathing. This is one of the most beautiful practices for your spine. Nice, easy breathing. Inhale as you gaze up. Exhale as you're rounding, engaging the abdominals. This is the last one. And exhale, rounding. Coming back to neutral, some of you will just pop yourself into child posture. Walk your hands forward, nice and long, and settle here. Forehead to the mat or to a brick, or if you haven't got a brick, have a little book underneath your head if you need it to bring the earth to the head. Some of you will want a little bit of a deeper stretch, so keep your arms long. Come onto your knees. Fingers spread, thumbs facing each other, engage the core, tuck the toes, lift up, exhale, downward facing dog. Have a nice stretch in downward facing dog. And then bring the knees back to the mat. For those who are in child, come back into all fours. We're going to work into the hamstrings. Left toe tucks, right leg stretches away. Just push away with that right heel. And then come back to neutral. Opposite foot, push it away, and then come back to neutral. So that's your option, and then return to child when you've done about 4 or 5 of those. Deeper options is lift up, exhale back into downward facing dog. Engage the core, head is hanging in between the upper arms, navel is drawing softly back towards the spine. A deeper option now for those who know the plank is inhaling into your plank. Push the heels away, engage the core, try not to sink into your plank, better to be high than low, so push the heels away and activate the legs, squeeze the glutes, gaze at the top of the mat. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. Remember, some of you may be in child right now, settling into that nice soft practice, and some of you a little bit deeper. You'll float into plank, push the heels away, engage the core, squeeze the glutes, and then release back into downward facing dog. And we too will join the rest, knees down, all the way back into child posture. We're going to come up into a seated position. So rising up into a seated position. Can be cross-legged, or if that's not appropriate to you, can be long-legged. We're working into the shoulders. Some of you may want to sit next to a wall. May feel a little bit easier for you. Check out what your body feels it wants to do. Interlock your fingers. Turn the palms away. Spine is straight. Inhale is the rising. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. And exhale, release. The gaze is forward. Really working into the shoulders now. Inhale, rising. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, rising. Exhale, release. This is the last one. Inhale, rising. And exhale, release. Bring the hands to the knees. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, just take your gaze to the left. Draw the left chin in line with the left shoulder. Really working into the neck now. A lot of tension hangs around in the neck. Inhale back to center. Take an exhale. Inhale, exhale, looking over the opposite shoulder. Draw the chin in line with the shoulder. Feel the stretch in the neck. Inhale back to the center. Take an exhale. Inhale, lift the gaze up. And on the exhale, bowing your head. Feel what's happening in the back of the neck, right into the upper shoulders, even down towards the middle of the back. And inhale, lift the gaze up again, and exhale here. So bringing your fingertips to your shoulders now, draw the elbows together, and rotate them all the way back. So really working into the shoulder joints, and you may get some cracking or you may get some noise happening in the shoulders. This will just be the little air bubbles finding something in the synovial fluid. So nothing to be concerned about as long as it is without pain. Just little air bubbles in that synovial fluid. And then we're going to do one more, and we'll just reverse that flow, so bring the elbows together and then take the elbows all the way back. Couple more breaths. Remember what's happening with the belly. Softly draw the navel in. Keep your focus on the body. And then we release. Bring your arms into warrior arms. Take an inhale here and exhale. Bring the elbows together. Inhale, open and expand the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, expanding the chest. Exhale, close. What's happening in the shoulders as well. Inhale, open, draw the shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale, close. Last one, inhale, open, and exhale, close. Bring your hands to your knees. Take the elbows back together. We want to have the elbows drawing together. Don't worry if it doesn't happen. Just aim to draw them together. Some of you will stay here. Some of you will inhale, lift up, and exhale down. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. One more, inhale, lift, and exhale down. Bring the hands to the knees. Take your arms in front of you. Take your right elbow over your left, give yourself a nice little hug. Take your arms in front of you, take your left over the right and give another hug. Bring the arms behind you, interlock the fingers. Draw the hands towards the earth, open up the heart center, draw the shoulders back, nice easy breathing. And some of you may want to lift up the arms behind you. And then release down. So we're coming now into long legs, back to our Dandasana. Going to take some nice twists. So remember, you can just twist in this manner. That's absolutely fine if you don't like cross-legged. Or take your right foot in front of the left. Take a long, deep inhale here. And on the exhale, keep your hands behind your left buttock, hands to the knee. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, we're rotating now. We're going to do it very slowly, all the way, very slowly. First in the lower back, lumbar, then the upper back, then the shoulders, and finally the neck. Nice, easy breathing. Take a long, deep inhale and grow really tall, and exhale, rotate a little bit more. Leave the hands where they are and bring the torso and the head back to the center, looking forward. Take the arm that was behind you all the way up, lengthen up, and exhale all the way over. Really nice lateral stretch. If it feels appropriate, lift your gaze up if the neck allows you to, working into the neck as well. Lengthen through that top arm, feel that stretch. And then inhale all the way up, and exhale. Fingertips behind you. Just change the cross of your legs. Remember, you can have long legs. Bringing your fingertips behind your right buttock now. Hands onto the knee. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we start that rotation again, very slow. Nothing's rushed. We're working with our spine. We're watching what's happening in the spine. Lower back first of all, then the upper back, then the shoulders, neck, and finally the head. When you're twisting, you always want to be tall, so grow really tall. And on the exhale, we rotate a little bit more. Nice, easy breathing. And then leaving the hands where they are, we're going to come back to the center, nice and slowly. Leave the hand on the knee, take the opposite arm up, lengthen up, and exhale, stretch. Again, we're gazing up to the ceiling if the neck allows us to. Feel the stretch, guys. Nice, easy breathing. And then slowly we come all the way back, fingertips behind us, and lengthen again through the spine. Then we come back into all fours. We're coming back into all fours. And we'll do that cat-cow again because it's such a nice movement. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rounding. And then come back to neutral. Some of you will now just pop yourselves into child posture, relax here, nice easy breathing. And some of you will take that long, long stretch again into downward facing dog. So long arms, onto the knees, tuck the toes, draw the navel back, exhale dog. We're in downward facing dog, we're walking the heels back towards the mat. Now if they land on the mat, Maybe take the feet a little bit further away so they're not landing on the mat, so you can really stretch into the Achilles. Now draw the navel in towards your spine, draw the shoulders back away from the ears, and feel this length. Remember Dandasana when we had the length at the beginning in the hamstrings, in the spine. Also, if your hamstrings are tight, you may want to bend those knees, but you'll keep the length in the spine. So listen to what's happening in your bodies. And some of you will stay here, some of you will still be in child posture, which is a great posture, and some of you will float yourself back into that plank. Push the heels away, engage the core, nice strong planks. Remember, not sinking, we don't want to sink, better high than low. Push the heels away to activate the planks. Squeeze the butts, exhale, takes you back to dog. And again, there's an option for plank if it's a little bit too intense. Inhale into your plank. Knees come down, just pick up the ankles, engage the core, a modified plank. Back to downward facing dog. And inhale into your plank. Push the heels away. And knees down. We return to child posture with the other guys. Softening into child posture. So walking your hands back. We're going to find ourselves on the mat now. It's going to be working into the hips a little bit, and then a final twist. So laying down on your mat, feet are flat onto the mat, knees are in line with hips, so knees are separated, hands down by the side of the body. Draw your right knee into your chest, give it a nice squeeze, and then stretch your right leg up to the ceiling, hold on to the back of the thigh. Nice easy breathing. So let the back spread across the mat now. And then take your ankle across the left knee. Guide your right knee away with your hand. Some of you will stay here. Great posture. Some of you will go through that triangle with your right hand, round the back of the left thigh and draw in. Nice easy breathing. You may notice that I'm closing my eyes a lot. It's just something that I tend to do when I'm really focused on the postures. So maybe you can do that too. Just close your eyes. Feel the postures. Options always to go a little bit deeper. So take your hands in front of the kneecap, just below it, and draw in a little bit deeper. The top foot is flexed to protect that knee. And just really enjoy this great little hip opener. Nice easy breathing. And then the left foot comes down and the right foot joins it. We settle back into our position. And then keep the right foot on the mat. The left leg is rising. Hold on to the back of the thighs. Nice, easy breathing. And then take the ankle across that right knee. Flex the foot, which means you pull the toes forward a little bit. Maybe push the left knee away. Breathe. This is option one. Left hand goes through the triangle, around the back of the thighs. We pick up that right leg. Options, we're staying here. Great posture. Or hands in front of the knee. Take an inhale and exhale, drawing here. So flex the foot. Nice, easy breathing. Take your gaze inward. Couple more breaths. And then slowly we're finishing with a very gentle back bend. So again, feet are flat onto the mat. Knees are apart. Hands down by the side of the body. Squeeze your buttocks. Your buttocks are your hip flexors as well. So recruit those glutes. Pubic bone up to the ceiling, rising up. Find a little back bend. This is a really nice little back bend. And exhale, release down. For those who are new to it, this is your posture. Squeeze glutes. Lift up. For those who know the posture well, we're going a bit higher. So inhale, lift. Shuffle the shoulder blades underneath you. Interlock your fingers, place your forearms onto the mat and push forearms into the mat. As you push the forearms into the mat, the belly rises. Now check out where your chin is. You want not to have it on your sternum, so you want to have your head rolling back a little tiny bit so the neck is clear. Now focus on your knees. Take the knees forward, but squeeze the glutes. Take the knees forward, keep the feet flat, but squeeze the glutes. Lift up higher, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is the last posture, guys. We're moving into relaxation shortly. Couple more breaths. And we come out of it slowly. So we're going to release the arms, unshuffle the shoulders, upper back, mid back, and low back releases to the mat. Settle the spine onto the mat, draw both knees into the chest. Rock and roll. Our final twist. Bring your feet flat to the mat, knees together, ankles together, arms are wide. Taking your knees all the way to the left. Let them drop down. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat because this is a spinal rotation, so you want to have that right shoulder on the mat. You may have to put a pillow or something under those knees or let them release to the mat. We're going to gaze to the right fingers. Nice, easy breathing. A couple more breaths here. And then slowly come back to the center. Let's have another knee hug. Feet flat onto the mat, arms open wide, knees together, ankles together. Soften to the right, all the way down. Remember, a pillow can come under here. We want to keep the shoulders on the mat. More important, the shoulders are on the mat than the knees are on the floor. And then gaze to your left. Nice, easy breathing. And then slowly bringing the knees back to the center, your final knee hug. And we're moving now into Shavasana, so feet flat onto the mat. They can stay here if you've got any back issues, if it feels more comfortable for your spine, or long legs. Now your legs are going to be wide, so find the edges of your mat and let the legs be wide. Open the arms wide as well, and palms facing to the ceiling. Shavasana. Now some of you may think, well, I've practiced my stretch, I'm going to go and do what I need to do, but please don't. Stay on your mat. This is the most important posture in your practice. We've worked the muscles and the joints, and now we need to bring harmony back to the body by having relaxation. We just soften the whole body, let the body really feel quite heavy on the mat, just soften the whole body. Bring your attention back to your breath, your inhales and your exhales. And please try to stay here for at least 5 minutes. 10 would be wonderful. Maybe you're going to cover yourselves with a blanket if you're feeling a little bit chilly. And just rest, relax.